as you know, Kanye West has lost his goddamn mind. He's out here being crazy all over the universe. And I made this video a few different times, so this time I think it's gonna be the best one yet. Because new shit keeps happening, so I keep making the video. Before I get a chance to upload it, he said something else crazy. So the last crazy thing he said was that slavery was a choice, and everyone was in an uproar about that. And he also said something in his interview, and I watched the whole thing because it was long as frick. And I said, a girl got a real life. I got a real life to live over here. You know what I mean? I got a real things I'm doing. So I can't be sitting down watching Kanye West and his crazy ass fantasies and delusions. So I only watched like snippets of it or whatever. Someone like cut it into different parts or whatever, and I watched it. And one of the things that really stuck out to me was the fact that he was saying that why we always gotta talk about slavery. Why we always gotta talk about slavery? Why you gotta put Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill? Why she was an outdated character? You're an outdated character. The fact that, okay, so let me tell y'all something about myself. My favorite American, I say this all the time, my favorite American is Frederick Douglass. He's my favorite American because he truly embodied what this American experience is supposed to be about, you know. And so these are characters that we need to have a connection to, because here's what it really is. No other race of people did they tell them to forget their trauma. They don't tell Jewish people have a whole holiday dedicated to the Exodus, to freeing themselves from slavery. They have a whole holiday dedicated to the story of how they were slaves and now they're free. And no one says shit about that. And they shouldn't. Mind your fucking business. Mind your business. And the way I feel about it is the reason why they don't do that is because people are so far removed from that time and that place. They just feel like it's like a fairy tale, a story. These people were actually in bondage. You know what I mean? These people were actually literally slaves. And so when I tell my story of how my people were in bondage, they were enslaved, they were the same thing, it's a problem because there are still people alive today who were instrumental in the victimization and the abuse of black people. And the fact is, those people are still walking on this earth, still existing, and they have a great deal of shame about the fact that they took part in this. And they are embarrassed, and they feel like shit about it, and they make it our motherfucking problem. And so black people hold it like, oh, they're like, oh, maybe we should stop talking about slavery. For what? For what? You want me to get rid of this? You want me to stop talking about it so I don't recognize that there's a link between how you treated me then and how you treated me now? Nothing has changed, and you know it. And you want me to forget and pretend like it's not real. So here's, in my mind, I do it like this. So my mind think about it like this. Okay, let me tell you what my mind thinks about it like this. I think about slavery and the way blacks were treated 200 years after slavery. About this, like this. I imagine it's like being in like an abusive relationship where someone who took you from your home, took you away from your family, isolated you in a different place, told you won't shit, beat you up, raped you, constantly said you won't nothing, look at everybody else, everyone's better than you ain't shit, and beat you down to the point where you have zero self-esteem, zero self-worth, and you just feel like shit all the time. So you got yourself out of that situation where they can you got yourself out of the relationship, but you still have to be in contact with this person every single day. Every single day you still have to be in contact with this person, and they're still doing shit like I always imagine it like it's like a custody case. So we have a son together, and you're telling our son that basically, your mom, something's wrong with your mom, she's crazy, she's bad, you need to listen, and you need to listen to me, hang out with me. And then like the courts are on your side, or on the abuser's side, and they'll offer your mom any protection. And that's what I imagine. That's the whole analogy in my head about being black in America, you know, this whole experience has been like, oh God, we don't get any protection. You abused us, and we're not allowed to talk about our abuse because you put a gag order on me, so I can't talk about it anymore. And then you try to tell me it was so long ago. I'm a different person now. But you're still doing the same things, just not to the same degree that you were doing before. But you're still doing it for the same reasons. That you think I'm scary, you think I'm bad, you think I'm going to rise up, you think I'm going to take control of things and hurt you. And so it's the same thing. And so you don't want me to put those two links together, and I do. If you don't think that slavery, the only